Folks, welcome to the latest installment of Closing Time. I'm your host, whether you like it or not, Iain Bryant, and I'm joined today by Doug Watson from Frontier Title. I got to tell you, Doug, pleasure to have you on. This is the first in-person interview we've done. Thank you for agreeing to do this.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't call me Douglas or Michael or whatever it is, right? Inside joke, you'll figure out this later. I'm pleased to be here. And, you know, I'm glad you're paying for my parking, too. So it was very nice of you.
We'll work that validation out.
It's expensive to park here in the Galleria, just telling you.
We'll work that validation out, don't you worry. But first of all, I have to compliment you because you're a very public figure here in Texas in Title. You know,
I don't think so.
You show up to these events, you've always got coordinated shirt and shoes.
And belt.
And belt?
And belt.
How many pairs of shoes do you have?
Do we have to go there?
Yeah, we do. We won't talk about your pool, but...
We'll talk about my shoes?
We'll talk about your shoes. How many pairs of shoes do you have?
I just went over this with one of the girls in the office. So I think... sounds really bad. It's not that bad. I bought them over.
That's why I asked the question. I knew where we were headed.
Like 24 pair of Dunks and like 8 pair of Jordans. So like around 32-ish. All different colors. Got to match.
I like it.
Right.
I like it. Well, certainly that was the thing that motivated me to have you on. Was the shoes and just to see what you would show up in.
It's all about the shoes.
This is fantastic. But let's get into it. Really am grateful that you're here. You guys have been a great partner of Stewart's through the years, and would just love to hear like the origin story. Like, how did Frontier Title and the affiliated businesses come to be here? Like, how? I mean, it started in a certain way, and now give us a sense of the scale, the size.
I don't like to talk about myself, but
that is why we're here today.
Well, we're not talking about me. We're talking about the company.
That's right.
However, we started in 2006, sorry. I should, not 1906, but 2006. It was during the bad time to be in the business. Were you in the business back in 2006?
I was not.
You're probably still in high school, probably.
I was pursuing my Bachelor of Arts.
Oh, there you go.
Not to brag.
From Western Michigan?
Cedarville University.
Don't you know where is that?
Yeah, just outside Dayton.
See, I'm interviewing him. He doesn't even know this yet. See how this works?
People are losing interest right now because I'm talking.
No, because I'm not answering the question.
But 2006.
2006.
It was a very challenging time to start.
Very challenging market. Yeah. Back then, that's when you could throw anything against the wall and it stuck on the mortgage side. Hence why we have the mortgage regulations that we have currently, right? So I was in-house counsel for a mortgage company, and in 2005, I kind of saw the handwriting on the wall with all the NINOs and the SISAs, stated income, stated asset, no income, no asset loans. And I was a cost to my employer. I didn't make the company money. So when times get bad, people that don't make the company money tend to get let go, right? And I didn't want to get let go, and I wanted to kind of create my own path. And I really liked the real estate business, right? It was fun, exciting, changing every 30 days. Nothing's ever the same. So I didn't want to be in the mortgage business. I didn't want to be in the real estate business as in like a realtor or something like that. No offense to the realtors. I love them. They're our bread and butter. They're who bring us our business, right? So I was like, I can use my law degree and I can be in title because I reviewed title. I'd seen everything on the front side of the title business. I didn't know anything about the back side of the title business. So in 2005, to kind of go back from where I started, I went to work for a company, a little agent that was actually underwritten by you guys as well, right? And by the way, that's my Yankee coming out. I'm originally from Illinois. You guys is kind of like you all. Sounds weird.
No, I understood exactly what you said.
You did, because he's from Michigan as well.
Yeah.
So, but I'm from Illinois, better state than Michigan. We'll just go there right now. But long story short, it's actually not a short story, it's a long story, so I shouldn't say that. I got in the business, I learned the back end of the business, like how you prepare a HUD, back then it was a HUD, now it's a CD, right? How you clear title, what you're looking for on Schedule B, Schedule C, that kind of stuff. So I wanted to learn all that business because I wanted to be a fee attorney. Here in the state of Texas, we have things called fee attorneys where they get less percentage of the premium, but they don't have to do all the other stuff. The underwriter typically takes care of all the other stuff. They just have to close. So I did that for about a year and a half to learn the business. And then as I was going to become a fee attorney, the company that I was going to do this for, I found out they were doing some fraudulent stuff, right? So they were doing what's called a straw buyer, where somebody is buying the property and they are not really going to live in the property. They're just using their credit score, and basically they lie on their 1003, which is how they qualify you back in the day, and take a bunch of money out of the property and never make any mortgage payments. So it was part of mortgage fraud. That kind of why the industry changed the way it did. So as I was finding my fee attorney office, where I was going to place it in Katy, I met a couple guys, and they wanted to start an agency. And after all the stuff that happened at the company I was working at, I decided, well, what the heck? I'm pretty smart, as in a good way, not as an egotistical way. I think I can figure out how to get us licensed as a title company. So back in the day, TDI only had one person that licensed the whole entire state.
Wow.
So I submitted our application in August of 2006. Oh, that lady proceeded to go on a sabbatical of about 2 months. So we didn't get licensed until November of 2006. So currently it's 19 years this November, and our big 20-year anniversary will be in next year in 2026.
So you literally starting, it's just you.
Correct.
And then describe kind of what geographies you're in today, how many branches, number of employees.
So now we have 10 locations for Frontier. We go from all the way out in San Antonio to Fulshear, Katy, Galleria, right down I-10. Go up 290, we have Cypress. Continue out 290, we go College Station. Go up 45, we have the Woodlands. Then we have a commercial branch off of Memorial, in the Memorial area. And then we have an office up in Cedar Park. So that would be the 10 to make sure. Oh, and Tomball, sorry. We have a new office in Tomball as well.
That gives us an idea of kind of the footprint, the geographic span for Frontier and Old 300. But tell me a little bit about the structure of your leadership. How is that set up?
So we have 3 departments. We have our plant department, we have our escrow department, and we have our business development marketing department. Tiffany used to run our plant department, and she just recently retired, as in yesterday. And Patrick Pache is taking over that. Awesome. Tina works with Patrick, and she runs the plant. Patrick oversees the policy department, the plant, and everything on the back end of the business. And then we have Leslie Work. She runs our escrow division of our company. And we have Carrie Burdett, and she runs our business development part of our company. And they do incredible work. I couldn't do what I'm able to do, what I love to do, which is visit with our people, if I didn't have them to work with. They're awesome. I'd be lost.
Well, Doug, I appreciate you walking us through kind of your branch locations and size and scale for Frontier. But I know you're also involved in some other title ventures in leadership. Tell me about those.
Yeah, we actually have 2 other companies that we're partnering with, and one is Old 300 Title, and the other one's Empower Title. Empower is more of a builder-centric title company, and then Old 300 is more geared toward the outskirts of Houston, in the communities of Belleville, Sealy, Columbus, and Brenham. And all the people that were working with us at Frontier are now heading Old 300. So Sarah Wheat, she's our president at Old 300, and she runs the company with us, right? And she's doing an incredible job. So
that's awesome. And to your point, there's some continuity then in terms of the culture, right?
Correct.
Valuing the same thing and how you think about it, and that's neat, and it's cool to see that continue to grow.
It's always about people first.
That's right.
It's always about the people we work with.
Well, it's incredible. I mean, almost at 20 years to go from really a sole proprietor, right?
One person, yeah.
To where you're at today, 10 branches, It really is a cool story. And what I, as I was thinking just to kind of about your business, when you look at kind of Houston, San Antonio, these are some of the most desirable markets in the U.S. for title companies. Always people trying to get into these markets because of the rates and the opportunity, right? Huge influx of population over the years. And so it creates a competitive atmosphere.
Correct.
And I'll tell you, and you've witnessed this, even for the underwriters, it's hard. It is really hard to grow organically, right? To build the business and to drive that revenue growth through the years. And you've done it in a very impressive way. So as you reflect back, like, what drove that growth? How did you figure out, the formula to drive growth?
It's all about the people, right? It's not about me. It's not about our company. It's about the people that we hire to work with us, right? And like I always say, we don't have employees at Frontier. I have coworkers that I work with, right? No one works for Frontier. They work with us. Like if you were working with me and we were out at an event, I would introduce you as Iain, he works with me, not this is Iain, he works for me. And it's a mindset.
That's right.
I worked for some people and you worked for them. And it didn't make you feel kind of small, right?
Yeah.
So I always made sure that people understand that you work with me, not for me, because I want everybody to take ownership of what they do. From the time you walk in with our director of first impressions, to our plant, to our escrow team, to our marketing team that helps us bring in the business development team. Carrie would kill me if I said marketing team, business development team, all the way to the closer, to the funder. We're all one unit, right? Yeah. We all work together, and we're all like a wheel, right? If you have a spoke that's sticking out, it's going to get stuck, right? Yeah. And where's it get stuck at? At the fork in the road, right? Yeah. At the fork, right? So we do a good job of making sure that everybody understands the role, and that just because you have a role doesn't mean you can't do somebody else's role, right? You have to be able to do everything from A to Z in a title company. When you're in the plant, you're not going to be closing. When you're closing, you're not going to be in the plant. But you have to understand everybody's role in the process. Yeah. And I think if everybody understands each other's roles, you have a little more empathy for when things don't work right? Because we're not perfect.
That's right.
If I go on a marketing meeting or business development meeting with the marketing reps, I say this all the time, and the business development reps hate when I say this. If you close with us enough, we're going to make a mistake.
That's right.
Because we're human.
That's right.
But the only thing we can do is own up to it and make it right, as long as we can make it right.
And I love that philosophy, and I know that you've really lived that. We try to remind ourselves internally at Stewart that success is not the absence of issues or problems. It's how you work through them when the inevitable happens, right? And I know that that's the mindset that you bring to your team. But tell us a little bit about your weekly routine. Tell me about like what does a work day find you doing? Because I think this is interesting.
He's talking about I don't have an office. Is what he's getting point he's going to. A daily routine me is not a daily routine. I visit one office about every 2 weeks, and I try to hit that office, and I sit in a cube typically, or if there's a spare office, I sit there and I do what I have to do. But mainly, I go to each office, get my work done, and then kind of talk to everybody in the office, see how they're doing professionally, personally. I love to get to know the people I work with, right? Love to know about their kids. I love to know what's stressing them out, to see, because our job as management is to take the stressors out of people's lives at work, right? Some people come to work because they have a stressful home life, right? I said this other day on a phone call. I don't think I've ever been in an industry where they have more single mothers, right? And this is a woman-dominated industry, right? And they juggle kids, they juggle their husbands, they juggle everything, and they do it flawlessly.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
And
right.
we have guys that work with us, and there are guys that do that as well. But right now in Frontier, we have 110 people that I work with, and about 102 of them are women, and we have eight guys. So when I say it's woman dominated, it's woman dominated, and we're very blessed because we have the best people, man.
And that's what I love about this industry, right? Is that when you think about the opportunity to make a good living,
Correct.
it's down to hard work and focus. Obviously, you're very well educated, but you don't need education. It's not a prerequisite to be successful in this industry, but you do got to grind, and that's why I love it, right? So many people have made great livings, right, just by sheer hard work. So, as you think about, so it's almost 20 years in, you've seen a lot of different situations, probably worked through a lot of challenges. These last few years have been a little challenging, no doubt. What lessons have you learned over that time and seeing so many different personnel situations and market environments and all that?
I think the main thing is you never know what somebody's going through, right? And in order to provide the proper advice that you need to give, you kind of got to know where this person's at in their life, where they're coming from. And like I said, when we interview people to hire them, there are two things that we usually look for. One, that you have a good work ethic. And two is that you care, right? Because we can teach a title, right? But we can't teach you to care. Either you care about people or you don't care about people, right? Either you're selfish or you're not selfish, right? And we hire our fair share of people that don't care, but they tend to not last very long with us because we push the part. It's like, you got to care about your work. You got to care about the people you work with. It's all about the team. It's not about the individual, right? And I say this all the time, and I think I had to explain it to you when I said it to you last time. There's no I in team except in the middle of the A-hole, in the capital A, right? As we said this. He's like, I don't get it, so I had to write it out for him. But
A little
I think
slow.
He is from Michigan, so don't hold that against him.
But I have two I's in my name.
You do, right? Which is kind of strange. I always
Feels
think
like
I
maybe-
spell it wrong all the time.
I think my parents misspelled it,
That's okay.
and here we are.
It's like, that's how that works. So
At any rate, but yeah, there's no I in team, right?
correct.
Yeah.
I think what I've learned is that you can't do this job by yourself. Like you need competent people that you work with on a daily basis.
It does strike you. Obviously, we have a lot of technology innovation that's happened and continues to happen, but man, this is a labor-heavy business. It's a people business, and so as such, it's awesome to see that you really recognize that the thing that drives your company every day is the culture. It's the people, right? And that's why you're there, right? That's why you're in the branches and you're meeting with them and understanding what's going on with them, and that's so neat. We're gonna do something unplanned.
Oh, no.
So I'll be back in just 1 minute.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Now, Doug, I got to tell you, you've been a great agent for a long time, but I am so pleased on Andy Boland's behalf. Let's give recognition.
We love Annie. All of us love Annie. She does an incredible job.
Where it's due. We've got this Circle of Excellence trophy in recognition of the partnership and the awesome growth that we had together last year. So thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
This is it's very heavy.
It's very heavy.
Some use it as a door stopper,
Nah.
a paperweight.
I'm gonna use I'm gonna take this to our San Antonio office because they use. I think they're your highest producing office.
That's
By the
awesome.
way, so I'm gonna take it to them.
I love it.
They'll love it there. It's actually a really nice award, by the way.
Well, thank you.
I mean, you even spelled
For
our
our-
name right.
For
I'm
our
very,
viewers,
very blessed.
for our viewers, you too can be given an award. You know what to do.
Give him more business. That's how that works.
It was a soft sell. It was a soft
That
sell.
was not soft. that was hard. That was not a soft sell. But I do like the thought that you thought it was a soft sell.
Well, I'm still working on that.
That's okay.
My EQ.
It does work. So now, do I have to hold this the rest of this thing, or can I put it somewhere?
It's very heavy.
It's very heavy. I mean,
But we've gotten this far in the interview, and I haven't asked you a question that I'm sure both myself and I'm representative of the viewers. Tell us about you personally, outside of work. What does Doug like to do?
Ooh, you guys
What
don't
is-
need to know this. It's not about Doug.
It
This
is.
This is about the people I work with. I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Okay, here we go.
I have a 19 and 18-year-old daughter that
All right.
consume our lives, right? And now
You
my
don't
wife,
have- you
my
don't have
wife
a
and
lot
I
of
are going to
hobbies.
be empty nesters this year.
Oh man,
I know you're right in the thick of raising girls.
it's nowhere in sight.
You have three girls, right?
Yes, sir.
He has three
Yes,
girls. I only
three
had
girls.
two. I was a
Yes.
smart guy. I could only afford 2 weddings. This guy, he can afford 3.
Well, I can't.
You can, but
I'm working on it.
you're
I'm going to be
working on
working
it.
for a long time. What you certainly, I've talked to a number of people, especially in this business. There's
Right.
many agency owners, gals and guys who are now entering into this new stage of life, the empty nester. You going to get a hobby? What are you going to do?
Oh, I'm terrible at my hobby. I play golf, but I'm terrible at it. So we shall see.
This-
Maybe I'll get better with time to practice. I'm
Well-
not chasing kids, volleyball, basketball, soccer. Not chasing that anymore.
You're going to miss it though.
He chases soccer.
I don't have a lot of free time. You know, it's fun.
You got
though.
3
It's
girls
fun.
that play
It's
soccer,
fun.
man.
It's fun.
And one that plays like club level, high level club level.
Well,
She takes after her mother right away.
surpassed me. That's,
Not her dad, her mother.
That's true.
She does.
She looks good.
Well, hopefully she looks like her mother and not like you.
That's what I'm saying.
My girls look like my
That-
wife, not like my
This
mother.
is all that any of us could hope for.
Correct.
Is that our
100%.
children now look like us. You know. I really appreciate so much of, you know, kind of what you've built over the years, and I've witnessed it right
Well,
in your branches.
Not what I've built, what we've built.
It's a good
There's no
clarification. on the
I,
word.
it's
That's a
we,
good-
there's no my. There.
But I really do appreciate the culture, right? And you can see it when you go into the branches, that people are engaged and they care about being there. But as you think about the future, what's next? As you think about the journey of Frontier and your own journey, what's next?
Well, we grow the right way.
Yeah,
Every company wants to grow, but you want to grow the right way. You want to grow with the right people.
that's right.
Right? So, inevitably, we would love to grow, but we're not going to grow just to grow, right?
Yeah.
We want to grow with the right people that have the right mindset, that have the same mindset as we do, that are givers, not takers. I believe there are takers in this industry and there are givers, and I believe that the givers will always win out in the end. The takers will get their due, but the givers will always win out in the
Yeah.
end. Because if you're always about helping somebody else versus taking from somebody else, you're always going to see the fruits of that labor
That's
versus
right.
the other one, right? So where I see Frontier in the next 5 to 10 years is growing at a pace that's right for our company. Not just opening up an office,
Yeah.
just try to get more income in, right? Because sometimes you open an office, get more income, you get more problems.
Yeah.
Like we like to grow the right way, which is with people. You'll never see us open an office and go find the people. We're going to find the people first, then we're
Yeah.
going to open up the office, right? And when we hire, we recruit, we never promise people stuff just to get them in the door, because it's not about winning the battle, as you know. It's about winning the war.
Yeah.
Like you can win a battle but lose the war. Winning the battle is getting them into the office when you're recruiting, right? Winning the war is getting them to stay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we want to hire people that want to retire. Like
Yeah.
I always say, I don't hire to fire. I said I there because this is my opinion. I hire to retire. So we hire to retire. We don't hire to fire.
Well, and it goes back to when you talked about what you look for in the people, right?
Right.
Is that they care.
Two
right?
things.
It's a pretty basic thing.
Pretty basic.
But super important because you can teach them the tactical pieces, right?
Correct. And that's one thing is we're having a lot of people retire out of this business, and you've talked about it before with me. I've seen it on other forums. Like we have to replace a lot of years of knowledge coming up here in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? And we have to hire the right people that want to be in this business, that want to grow, that want to start at the bottom and work their way up. Like a lot of times people nowadays, they don't want to start at the bottom. They want to start at the top. They don't want to take the stairs up to the top. They want to take the elevator.
Yeah.
We look for people that want to take the stairs,
Yeah.
that want to learn from the bottom and up,
Yeah.
that want to be a part of something.
Yeah. we'll do one final question here. You talked about some of the challenge, frankly, for the industry and for all of our companies is attracting and retaining new talent and developing them. What's one piece of advice, and you guys have done a good job of that, attracting younger talent and being willing to invest in them. What's one piece of advice that you would give someone just entering into the industry, regardless of role?
Well, they always say, keep these up more open and this more shut, right? In all seriousness, come in and want to learn, right? Don't come in and expect, and I don't want this to sound like cocky or anything, don't expect that you're going to have somebody else's job in a year or two. Work to earn that, right? Yeah. Come in and want to learn. Because this business is incredible. You help people get in the houses, you help big commercial deals close, right? People buy companies, buy assets, right? It's a great thing that we do on a daily basis.
That's right.
I apologize. But some of the best closings I've ever done were when someone was buying their first house. Yeah. I love first-time home buyers. Yeah. And that's the aspect that I have that I don't think a lot of people have, is that I actually was a closer, right? And I know those stressors that those closers go through. So you're gonna come work with us at Frontier, it's not gonna be an easy job. You're gonna get yelled at by people that shouldn't be yelling at you. And you have to learn to be able to take that and not react to it. And young people have to understand that they have to be able to talk to people. We're in the age of, let's send a text. Yeah. Like we were on vacation, we had a bunch of kids. We took all their phones and put them in the middle of the table. We made them talk to each other. Because others just sit and text each other, right? So what I can give somebody young is like, you have to learn to talk to people.
This is a good idea, Doug. I'm literally leaving after this to go to a family reunion. And
Correct.
I don't want to name drop or make anybody feel alienated. But I'm going to Branson, Missouri, okay? So, if that leaves you feeling less, that's okay. Going to a family vacation, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take and there's going to be a lot of kids and cousins. I'm taking the phones, I'm putting it in the middle of the room.
Oh, they were mad. They were beyond mad. But people don't talk to people anymore.
That's right.
If I give somebody young advice, they come in, listen, learn, and work hard.
Yeah.
And number one, though, is care. Care about your product, care about the people you work with, care about the people you're working to get to the closing, because you never know what these people are going through in their life. Right. They may be selling because their husband or wife died, or they may be selling because they're going through a divorce, and they're having a bad day, and you catch them at a bad day and ask them a bad question, right? Yeah. So you got to know, you just got to be patient and have patience.
Yeah.
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 That was a long answer, by the way.
Well, no, it's good. I reflect on that answer, and there's a couple things that I appreciate about you in closing. The first is that when I moved to Texas 2 years ago, you were the first person to show me Whataburger's breakfast.
Oh, yes.
And that has made an impact,
On your waistline or your wallet? Which one?
But a great breakfast. But I think so much of what you've said in terms of the story of how Frontier has grown, the culture, and even the advice here at the end in terms of what you would tell somebody entering into the industry, like you've lived it, man, right? And so kind of your story has been that in terms of being committed to the grind and caring about other people. And that's why I love this industry, right? Because you've been rewarded and you should be. But you've lived all that stuff. So it's a real pleasure to partner with you, and excited to see what those next 5 to 10 years hold for you, Doug.
Hopefully it's a lot of people enjoying what they do for a living.
That's right.
Because that will make it happy for me.
That's right.
If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Well, you always work, but you know what I'm saying, how that works.
That's right. This doesn't feel like work, does it, Doug?
No, I feel like I'm on the spot here. This has been a tough interview. Not really. Ian's a great guy. It's like we're talking. But no, I appreciate what Stewart's done with us.
Thank you.
Andy's been incredible.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
It took us, believe it or not, we tried to sign up for like 4 years before we got to, and we finally got to sign up because they took us, right? So we appreciate everything you do with us and everything you do for us. It's a great partnership.
Well,
And
thank you.
We're blessed to have you. We're blessed to have Andy. We're blessed to have our underwriters.
That's right.
Right? And because when we have issues, you guys are there for us, right? When we don't have issues, you guys are there for us. When we need your help, you're there for us.
Yeah.
So we appreciate the partnership. And it's a partnership.
It is. Yeah.
Right?
And you see the way those teams work together, and like you said, whether it's production on our side or underwriting or Andy teaching classes, your group has been amazing to work with, and it's been fun to grow together.
And we'll have bumps in the road, but it's how you handle those bumps
right.
in the road.
That's right.
And you guys have always been like, hey, let's try to get it fixed. Or if we mess up, hey, what can we do to get it fixed?
Yeah.
Right? Because it's a true partnership, and I really appreciate it very much.
Thanks again, Doug.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Thanks.
you.